think my greatest passion is classical homeopathy. We live in very, very difficult times. You're all very mindful of the changes that are going on in the planet, and many, many people live in fear. There are many places in the world where there are disastrous events occurring, probably as I'm talking now. So I'm thinking about earthquakes and tsunamis, I'm talking about volcano eruptions, I'm talking about epidemic disease, pandemics. A lot of people are frightened, and this is a class where I'm hoping that we can dispel that fear, because knowledge is everything. And what I'm hoping to do in this class is to give you a real good grounding in homeopathy and how it can help in emergency disaster situations. So the first part of this class will be concentrating on the use of homeopathic remedies in times of war and disaster or trauma. Maybe you experience an earthquake, or perhaps you have a major accident. I want you to be aware of some really good remedies that you can use yourself to help put you into a better frame of mind, and to also initiate healing in the physical body. And these are remedies that you can take on the way to the doctor's office or the hospital as well. We'll be concentrating on remedies for very acute shock and trauma. We'll be looking at burn remedies, and we will be looking at homeopathic remedies that can be used in times of a nuclear disaster as well. And of course we're all mindful of that because of what happened in Japan not so long ago now. So this is going to give you a good grounding in the practice and principles of homeopathy and how it can apply in disaster situations. And I really know that from first-hand experience, because after the Haiti earthquake in 2010, I spent 4 different mission trips going to Haiti with Homeopaths Without Borders and using homeopathy for people that were still very severely traumatized after that earthquake. So I'm hoping that you'll join me for this class. The second part of the class is very, very important, and I guess it's pretty close to my heart, because for several years my colleague and I, Jacob Merman, he's a homeopathic MD, he lives and works in Minnesota, we put together a plan for pandemic influenza. We presented this plan to the Minnesota Department of Health and to the Governor's Office, and also to the Salvation Army disaster team. So we came together with a whole plan which includes a website and includes a flu kit. It took about a year's worth of research, and we put together a kit and a disaster manual that could be used in the worst type scenario, perhaps when there is pandemic flu and the actual health system breaks down, so that perhaps hospitals are too full, they can't cope with very sick people. We wanted to put a tool into the hands of ordinary people where they could help themselves at home. So we've actually created a flu kit that we believe is going to be very, very helpful in worst case situations. It has a number of remedies in there, very, very well chosen remedies in different potencies, potencies that aren't easily available in the store. So the flu kit took a lot of work in actually putting this together. We did 200 years worth of research into every pandemic and epidemic of influenza. There were actually about 10 of those that happened over the past 200 years. So an enormous amount of effort and research has gone into this flu kit and the website. And what I'm going to be doing is teaching you how to use homeopathic remedies in that worst case scenario. But I know some of you are thinking, well, we may never have a pandemic, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but we want you to be prepared. But the flu comes around every year anyway, and people do get sick from the flu. So even if you're just worried about the flu that comes around every year, this class is going to be very, very helpful for you. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to feel pretty confident in your use of homeopathy and how to use it to help to bring people back into balance so they can start to heal themselves, because that's what a homeopathic remedy does. It's like a catalyst. It will help your body to heal. You heal yourself. yourself. But the remedy is the message to help your vital force to become unstuck and to start doing the work. So that's where homeopathy stands. I'll be introducing you to a few beneficial flower essences in that class as well. And I do know that some of you have done this class before, because I've been many times to Peaceful Meadow before to teach this class, and I do know that many people have called me, or even this time when I've been at Peaceful Meadow, they've come up and given me personal stories of how the flu class and the flu kit have helped themselves and their families. So I'm hoping that even if you have done the class before, that you'll come back and join me. There's always something new to learn, and it's always good to refresh your memory. And I'm hoping those of you who are listening to this trailer, if you're thinking that you can't even come to Peaceful Meadow and attend the class, I'm hoping that you will look online, because this class is going to be available online to you as well. It's a very important class, so do come prepared for a day of acute trauma and looking at influenza.